Good morning and welcome back to the Citystead, everyone. Today we are going to talk about one of my absolute favorite garden tools, the Hori Hori. So if you guys are new around here, I have an affinity for garden tools. I got a ton of them, all sorts of garden tools. But one of my absolute favorite garden tools is the Hori Hori. So if you're not familiar with what a Hori Hori is, it is a gardening knife. And it's actually a Japanese gardening tool. It's kind of like a weeder, but it also doubles as a shovel because of the curved blade that it has. And it came from the term to dig, and it's an onomatopoeia. So if you think about hori as the sound of digging, hor, 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 hor. So Hori Hori. That's how they kind of got the name. So it's actually a dig, if you want to call it that. Now, one of the reasons that I adore this tool is because it is a very, very functional multi-tool in the garden. It can dig, it can cut, it's got a little blade on it, it's got a serrated edge on it right there. You can pretty much use it for all of your gardening needs. You can get rid of your shovel, you can get rid of your fork, all that kind of stuff, and use just this Hori Hori. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of information about this Truly Garden Hori Hori, and I got this off of Amazon. So I wanted to find something that was a little bit cheaper for you. If you guys know, follow my channel, I prefer this Barebones Hori Hori. This is my absolute dream Hori Hori right here, but it is a little costly, and I was trying to find something for you guys that was comparable at a much cheaper rate. This actually costs about half as much as this one. So this Truly Garden Hori Hori is actually a pretty decent Hori Hori. I would not say that it holds up like the Barebones does to a ton of like extra work, but as far as digging, getting some, plant roots out of your garden, this thing will definitely do the job. I got another one actually that I just picked up. I'm giving this to my neighbor, but I wanted to show you guys kind of a comparison. I've been using this one for a month now, and you can see the different edges. The brand new one in the back is super sharp still, and the one in the front there is pretty dull. So I wanted to show you the blade comparison on the serrated edge there. You can see how it's super sharp on the brand new one, and it's definitely a little bit worn down on the one that I've been using. Now I did dig out a big bush kind of structure roots, so I was slicing with the roots a lot and trying to cut out a little bit of stuff. So it definitely wore it down. And then I want to show you this side here. It also got a little bit of dings on it. You can kind of see them like right there. A little bit of dings. This is a brand new edge, nice and straight. So it holds up, but I wouldn't say it's like indestructible. Which is something I have said about my Barebones Hori Hori is, I actually chopped down a tree with that one. I don't think I would try to chop down a tree with this one. But I do think, as far as your money goes, that this is probably one of the best Hori Horis that you can get. Definitely better than something you buy at a box store. It's like the next step up. It's definitely an in-between step of your box store Hori Hori and your top of the line type of Barebones Hori Hori. So if you are looking to save a little bit of money and get yourself a decent Hori Hori, this is a really nice one. So the first Truly Garden Hori Hori I bought actually came with this nylon case with a little belt clip right there, and I really like it. It actually got a spot right here for the sharpening stone. The one I ended up getting for my neighbor though come with a leather case, and I thought that was pretty sleek. pretty slick. Little button snap on the front to hold the Hori Hori in place. Very nice, pretty easy to use. Now this one actually doesn't have a belt clip, but it's more of a belt loop, which to me I kind of like the clip because you can push it on and off a little more easy, but this is definitely a nice, well put together case for this. Very impressed by it actually. I kind of like the leather one. if it had a belt clip on it, I would definitely get myself a leather case for it, but I think I'll stick with what I got because it does work. So I will link both of them down below, a nylon case one and a leather case one. So one of the things that stood out to me about this one in particular was you can see right there, it's got a full tang on it, and it's got a really nice wooden handle. And I gotta say that this handle has not budged, broke, cracked, or anything. And just knowing that you had the full tang on there makes this thing's a lot stronger. A lot of times you get ones that are kind of like pressing to the handle and it's gonna break, it's gonna bend. You know, this is a full tang, handles on there, really good with some 3 rivets in it. Very well done. I will say that the build quality of it is really decent. Like I said, the edges got a little bit more worn out just over time, and the serrated edge kind of leaves a little bit to be desired. If it was a little bit more serrated, I think it would be a little bit better, but it's still, for your money that you're spending into this, it's definitely worth the $20–25 to get this over anything you can find at your local garden center for the most part. So if you guys are looking for a decent value Hori Hori, I would check out this one right here. I will put a link down below. It's truly garden, and I would say it's definitely worth picking up and putting in your arsenal. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go deliver my neighbor his new Hori Hori.